EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Wilson. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A carry here for Wilson. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll throw out of the go. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. He'll get about 3. And that's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
It's Wilson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, like living in these third and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Texans getting all set to punt. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive. Quick throw here is complete. Another catch on the drive. This one for 13 yards and another first down. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw taken in. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Dallas. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. The PAT up and good. And the Cowboys are out to a 10-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Open man, it's Jamison Williams.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the run, it's Wilson. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Carry here for Wilson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Here's Wilson. And he's going to have the first down yardage. Across the 50 to the 48.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up the first down.
Now this time, they'll look to throw. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
He'll drop this underneath to Wilson. Down the sideline. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, here's Ty Zentner to kick it. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He connects with Palmer on that one. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. They'll run with Wilson. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Wilson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. A run here with Wilson. And he'll be taken down.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. Here's a run. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. Third and goal. They'll run. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Texans will level the score at 10 apiece.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play for the Cowboys. 33 yards. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Got his man at the 6. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. That one, take it in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll set up. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
He'll find his running back, Wilson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. This one complete to Palmer. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
They'll look to throw again. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's going to have a first down. They get into field goal range here at the 29.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Quickly to the outside and complete.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Here's a third down and 4. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down. Got it at the 3. And a big collision there. Down near the goal line. Keeps him out of the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal. But right now, they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Texans. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The extra point is up and through. And the Texans will come back to tie things at 17. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Austin now to return this. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. First and 10. He'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Cowboys.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. We have hit halftime. We're going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. Austin now to return this. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Now, faking the give. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy, so if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of this second half.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll get this down to the 44, but that's about it. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. He'll air one out for Palmer. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Houston. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now a return coming from the 14. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Handoff here, up the middle. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Cole Bishop up to make the play. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. To the ground, a first down run. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. It is Max Crosby there to wrap him up. Second and 7. They'll run. It's Wilson. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
A carry here for Wilson. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Now a give up the middle. And he's going to pick up the first down. Tackle made right at the 20-yard line.
A gain of 7, and the Texans first down.
He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll stick with him again. Oh, no dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Forget about it. They're going to lose more yardage there. Good job on the defense, and it's 4th down. So now, a big spot coming here. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. Now an opening past the 30. Still on the move. And he's going to take this all the way back. 92 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. Greg, it is a beautiful thing to watch. 11 come together. We always focus on the return man, but the entire special teams unit paves the way for that score.
And all week, Mike, when you talk to this group, the coaches thought they had an advantage in the return game, and I think we can see why. They felt their scheme and their blockers was a great matchup against this kickoff unit, and in this case, it's very easy to see why.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Houston. Now the try here for the point after. The kick is good. And the Texans will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
We'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. A gain there of 17.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
Tight end going in motion here. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
2-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Texans. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The extra point is good, and the Texans are able to extend the lead.
Cowboys 24.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Austin now to return this, and a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he will have a Cowboys first down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
That is brought in at the 10. And he is going to be out of bounds. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly
and now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. And he'll take this down to about the 7. Here now, 2nd down and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the Texans 7-yard line.
And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll get this inside the 5, but no further. Great job by the defense. It's set, and it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought till the end, but still will come up short. The final act now of this football game, the extra point. And now it's a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. This will be caught. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win for the visiting Texans. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
Better than this. Why does this have to happen? Block! The game's not over. Why you give it up?
could be worse, but I feel like... No, never mind.
It's not over, you know. Why are you giving up?
What?